I was an actor.
Yeah.
I was an actor. For the most people would know, let's say, would be I was Chuck Norris' stuntman.
Oh.
I did a film with him. I was a stuntman, and I played a pimp in a movie. It's not something that I was dreaming of as a kid to be a pimp. Yeah, well, human design is an amazing thing. Basically, this is the idea. If you don't know about human design, you're walking around in life like this.
Welcome to this new episode, and today I am here with Moshe. How are you, Moshe?
I'm wonderful. Every day's great. Every day's great. Life is just amazing.
Wonderful. So Moshe is the reincarnation of Ra Uru Hu, the founder of human design.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
That's a pretty heavy thing, right? And on top of that, I also have a friend of mine here living on the island that we connected, that he is the reincarnation of Leonardo da Vinci. He's from Brazil. His name is Guy, and when he went to an exhibition in Brazil when he was 10 years old, and in like a museum, and they had this one of Da Vinci's artwork, and when he came in, he had to sign, so he signed Leonardo da Vinci.
Amazing, fascinating.
Yeah.
And yes, Moshe, so you are certainly a very interesting person. So I like to start with your journey in life. I mean, how did you become the person you are today?
I was born in this little village in Israel called Givat Shmuel, which is just outside of Tel Aviv, which was a mafia town. This mafia thing. There was a guy who was selling milk, and he had like 8 children. And all of his children were mafia guys, and I went to school with them, so we knew each other. We grew up, and they were like extortion, and there was finally somebody put some under their car and blew them up here and there. But in the end, it's karma. You do something bad, you get something bad back.
What to do, and so you were born in Israel. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I was listen to the date I was born, 7755, 1955. So I always thought, I'm going to win the lottery with those numbers. It's got to be, and then I didn't. And then one day I said to the guy upstairs, I don't understand why I didn't win the lottery. He says, you got to play first before you can win. I didn't buy a ticket. But I won the lottery in just my whole life, and it's just also being the reincarnation of Ra Uru Hu, which is amazing. He died, Ra Uru Hu died 1 month before his 63rd birthday, and I discovered this 1 month after my 63rd birthday, and that's just one of the coincidences, and there's so many between us. And I felt at that time that he told me, Moshe, I'm gone. I formed this thing. Take it now. You run with it because you need now to put it out to the world. So that's what I've been doing since I first found out about it. It was August 14th at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, which I was born on Tuesday at 2 p.m. In Chiang Mai. My friend told me. My friend looked at me and he said, he just was a little bit into human design, and he said, you're special. There's something about you. He said, let me read your thing. And when he did, and after like 5 sentences, I was already in. Because it was a connection that was just unbelievable.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And so after Israel, I mean, did you live in the United States?
We moved. My father didn't like Israel. He came from Europe. My father came from Auschwitz. He went through that stuff. And so we came at the age of 9, we left. I had 2 brothers. I was the oldest. So we went to the States. We lived in Chicago for 2 years, which was too cold for me. I'm from Israel, on the beach kind of guy. And then we moved to California, Hollywood, Los Angeles. And I was there from 1966. We came from Israel to America with a ship, one of those. It was an Italian ship. We stopped in Italy also. My father went off the boat, and my brother liked this accordion, so he bought him this accordion. My brother still has that accordion that he bought in 1966 in Italy, in Milano. I went to the States at the age of 9. 11, I got to California, and thinking back now, all the things in my life, I'm a manifester. What is a manifester in a human design? Is a person that comes in, informs people, impacts them, and walks away.
Oh.
I don't have that longevity. I cannot go. I've tried many businesses, but at a certain point I get tired and I gotta go. There's another girl on the island here. Her name is Anna. You probably know her. Anna, she's a healer and she helps people. You know, she's a Serbian girl.
Yeah.
And she's like me. We're both manifestors, and we're splenic, which means I make decisions like this. I met my wife on a Saturday night. Sunday, I brought her to my house, had a barbecue. All my friends came, they left. I asked her to marry me one day. I don't really recommend it.
Yeah, but you work with her, yeah?
Well, 7 years. You know, because living in California, lots of actors there. I grew up with lots of child actors in the United States and in California. And just moment stuff. I was a football player, soccer. Yeah, I love football. I love football. Football was, now I lost a bit. Now it's, you know, I'm 12, so at 12 we finished. Yeah, so, yeah, soccer, my father was the coach. He coached us, and it was like, so most of my life I played football. I just stopped playing like at the age of 62. In Israel, every 4 years, just like the Olympics, there's a thing called the Jewish Olympics, which is the Maccabiah. And so all the countries come together and they play, you know, different sports, you know, in Israel every 4 years. So in 1973, 1973, the team that I played for, I played for a semi-professional team in Los Angeles called the Los Angeles Maccabees, which is an Israeli team, but we had a combination of different players. And there's a tournament called the Doer Cup, the Open Doer Cup. It came from Scotland, and every year 5,000 teams start this tournament, and you know it's like elimination. First team that loses goes home. The first that goes up and up. So in '73, we got to the championship, and it's interesting. Their best player was about your height, tall guy. He was a priest, because these guys we were only getting like $25 a game. It was semi-professional. So this guy was a priest. He was a good player. I mean, his writing is about him. And the coach said, and I usually play forward, but the coach said, you're gonna take him. I was the second fastest in my team. He says, you're gonna take him. You're gonna take this guy. And he says, anyway, he says, if he goes to the bathroom, you go with him and you wipe his ass. You cannot leave him. Okay, everybody's laughing. We're going there, and the first time he got the ball, I came from behind him and I just kicked him right here on a calf. And he was like angry. He turned around, angry, and I said, wherever you go, I'm with you. You're not doing anything today. I got you today. I don't care. You're a great player. You're not going anywhere. And I was on him the whole game. He didn't do nothing. I neutralized him. And then with another goal, we beat them 5-3. It was amazing. And you know, I have the picture of it. And if you look at the picture, of the team, you could see, I mean, some guys just won the world. We just won the United States Championship. You should be pretty happy about it, right?
Yeah.
But these guys, there's like, you should see like 4 or 5 guys are really like they look like somebody killed their parents or something. It was like because one guy didn't play a good game, so he took it. It was a personal thing, and another guy didn't play at all, so he was like really angry, and I got taken out. The guy took me out, but I was so happy we won the championship. I was next to the cup with a big smile, open, like, yeah, I'm here. I'm happy I got it. You know.
Awesome. So. You mentioned that you realized that your reincarnation and human design is something recently, right? Like 10 years ago? Or something?
No. I just. Oh, you mean when it was founded?
No, when you realized that you.
August 14th, 2018, in Chiang Mai by the swimming pool.
2018. So
it's going on 4 years now.
4 years. Very good.
Usually it takes this human design is a 7-year kind of thing, because you have to get rid of the stuff and then bring it back. So you have to condition yourself to deprogram ourselves. I used to drink alcohol. I did all kinds of stuff. I went through everything. I did heroin. I did cocaine. I did everything in my life. I was in Hollywood. I grew up in Hollywood. It was when you are in a human design, there are 6 profiles. Profile number 1 is an investigator, somebody who investigates everything before they do something. Second one is a hermit. Mm-hmm. The third one is a martyr. Mm-hmm. You know martyr? Mm-hmm. Not murder, martyr. Martyr means that you fight for causes.
Okay.
Okay. The fourth one is an opportunist. The fifth one is a heretic, and the sixth one is a role model. And there's an hexagram. You know, the hexagram is only from 1 to 5. The 6 is above the hexagram because the 6 gets up and sees everything. So mine is, I'm a manifester, and I'm a 6-2. You know, which means I'm a role model, and I'm a hermit. I need my hermit time to make my role model shine.
Okay. So can you tell, I mean, for somebody, because I had a reading a couple of times, but can you tell people what is human design? I mean, if people are not familiar with it.
Yeah, well, human design is an amazing thing. Basically, this is the idea. When you don't know about human design, you're walking around in life like this. When you know, you're opening. Because what it is we evolve. We're always evolving. And so human design, because the ape man or the caveman was like five centers. Then it went up to chakra to the seven centers, and now it's 9 centers. So you have 9 centers in our body. Each center is for different
manifestation personalities, or no?
You know, different. Like for instance, one talks about your heart. So here the nine centers are. One is the top is the crown. Then you got the ajna, which is the head. Then you got below that you got the throat. Below the throat you have the G center, which is basically 70% of who you are and where you're going. Then you have your heart center, which is called the ego center. And then below that you have not the sacral, but the solar plex, which is your emotional. Then you have the sacral, which is your generator, your engine that you have probably. You probably have 3 or 4 engines. And then below that is the root. It's like the root, like a chakra. And then on the left side, you talk about the spleen. And so we usually make our decisions with our brain because people can, but making a decision with the brain is not sensible because we can justify anything. You could tell yourself a story 10 times, you'll believe that the story is true. Yeah. That's what the governments are doing to us.
Rationalizing the decisions that I make.
Of course, so we don't make decisions with our head. Head is just to figure things out, 2 + 2, you know, things like that. So each one has a different, it's all the same. It's like in Thailand they say same but different. I love it, it makes so much sense. And each one, so each part has a different, you know, different task.
Okay.
So you know, if you're so you have 9 centers, and then so the center that's got color in it, it's colored. It doesn't matter what color. You'll have brown or green or yellow. If it's defined, which means that's you 24/7. You could close your eyes, and at the moment you need to pull something out of a drawer or something, you can do it because that's you 24/7. The ones that are not, that are white, they're not defined, you're getting it from others. Because, you know, we have an aura. Everyone has an aura, and the aura, you know, kind of gets into each other, and we get energies from each other. That's why human design says, not good to sleep with other people. You could have sex, but then split.
Okay.
I'm saying, meaning the energy. And even if you, let's say you have, your bedroom is here, and there's another bedroom touching, your aura goes through the wall. Because the aura, the wall is nothing, it doesn't stop.
So it's good to sleep in your own space with the distance from others.
Yeah, it's not only good, it's really amazing, you know.
So you say human design is a structure that allows you or helps you to understand yourself, right?
Yes.
And different people have different predispositions or they're born in different ways. And of course, once you understand your human design chart, then that helps you to live a life which is more aligned to your predispositions, and you tend to be more successful or happy as an individual. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect.
And so if you are now a teacher of human design, what are the projects that you're planning to do in Koh Phangan particularly?
Okay. One of the things that's outside the human design is we're now, Guy and I, and my girlfriend, I should say probably Guy, my girlfriend, and I, because you always put yourself in the end. That's the humble way. Is that we're now, she's making juices, and she's making the most amazing juices in the world. She's making, now we're going to make health stuff. We're going to bring some stuff to Koh Phangan that is not in Koh Phangan yet. It's in Bali. It's in but a few places in the world. And
Okay.
it's stuff. It's herbs from Indonesia, and so health. And we're gonna start with 7 bottles, and each bottle will be for a different. One is for the breathing, one is for the mind. It's a whole. We're building a whole. Because most people in that are selling juice in this area, it's like they make the juice. The bottle is glass. You don't know what's inside there. It just looks green, so it's a green bomb. What's inside the green bomb? And you just go over there, and that's it. There's no. So we need a concept.
Okay.
We need a concept. So our thought is to start here and then distribute it to all over the world.
Very nice.
Yeah.
So that's a project that you're starting now?
We're starting right now.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's already making the juices and selling it I'm bringing in people. I'm so powerful. I take the I back, okay? Because it's not. I'm in the process of getting rid of the I. So the universe is. I'm a messenger of the universe, and I really feel like that. So I try to use the I less and less. But the ego. It's not that easy to get rid of the ego. It's there all the time, and every time it goes, to you. So I want to get rid of it. Totally never can probably get rid of it, right? And so I do. I wake up. This is since everything changed for me. The universe, just like Ra Uru Hu, when he found out about human design, it was in 1987, and it was talking to him. It was like there's an interview. You should watch this. I'll send you the video. It's a 1 hour and something. It's called The Voice, and that's how he got. And the first time I saw it, it didn't talk to me, but I saw it again 2 days ago, and it was a totally different thing.
Okay.
And so from what he went through, I'm getting all these messages from him, and amazing, and so since December 21st, which is I call it Soul Day, but it's called Soul. You know what I mean? Solstice.
Solstice, yeah.
Solstice. My grammar,
Winter solstice.
Winter solstice. So that's the day basically that you let out and new things come in.
Okay.
So I was thinking about stop smoking weed, and then it just happened on that day. It just decided. It was just like the universe saying, okay, stop. That's enough. Don't need it anymore. Let's do it naturally. As a role model, you cannot say do this, and that. You cannot tell your kids, don't smoke, and you smoke. Yeah. So as a role model, they just have to see you, and your energy goes there, and they see it.
Yeah.
So it's a build-up. So the sixth line in the profile is the only one that has 3 phases of life. The first one is from 1 to 30, which basically you eat shit all your life. I've had accidents, drugs, and you name it, jail time. I've done the first 30 years was really difficult. I'm not saying there weren't any good times, but they're difficult. And then at 30, you're just so fed up, and you're just like licking your wounds, And okay, leave me alone. You go up on this thing called the roof. Basically, you go up there for 20 years, and to just feel good about yourself, and then at 50, because usually you don't even want to get off you don't want to get off the roof. You want to stay there because nobody's bothering you. And then at 50, whether you like it or not, you come back to this. You get off the fit, and then everyone will. Not everyone. I take that back. That's not what I meant. I'm saying is that people will seek you out. They will see that you are. This is who you are, role model, and they will ask you. And so, in the human design, the 6-2 are considered to be the wisdom keepers.
Okay.
From the 21st till now, which is what today's the 12th, so that's 22 days. It's like the universe took me and gave me put me in this big dryer, and dried me out and sent me out. And the things that I'm talking, I can't understand where I'm getting it from. I didn't know it before. I didn't get it before.
Okay, so it's all new creativity and ideas coming.
It's all. It's just unbelievable.
Okay, that's why you indeed reached out to me and said, okay, it's good to do an interview as well, because I got so much going on at the moment, right?
Yes. You
got this energy, this new energy coming through.
So before I used to smoke, I used to teach 3 classes a day, and so I would smoke and then go out to the city, buy my food, you know, and come back, and I'd stay home all day. And I was like lazy. And the guy said, "Wake up! It's time to wake up because here it is." And I said, "Okay." And so here's my this is honest. I sleep 3 hours a day, 3 hours a night, and then I get up usually 2:30. I have no alarm. I turn off everything, and I just wake up automatically. I go on my hammock, and then I do my meditation. I'm meditating right about manifesting now. So this is really great. I'll send you this meditation. You like it, okay? You don't like it, it's also okay. Because I see you're a meditating guy.
Sure.
I see the yogas and everything.
Sure, I meditate every day.
Yeah, okay, good. That's really great.
I love it, yeah.
And I used to do it all the time, but then I stopped. But now I started back, now there's no stopping. Because once you open Pandora's box, you can't close it and say, I didn't see anything there. And so I'm 21 hours a day awake, and not just awake, but energy. Wherever I go, I'm just blowing people away.
Wow, yeah, you have lots of energy. I can feel it, yeah.
Of course. Words mean nothing. You know, when somebody tells me, I feel good, I feel healthy, I feel really wonderful, I see that I only feel their energy and their vibration. Mm-hmm. The words, they can tell you all stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, just like that guy, one of the guys on the team that we won the championship with, he's standing there with his arms closed like this, and he just won the United States championship, you know? And
not too happy.
So you're not too happy, right? Well, his words could say, how you feel? I'm very happy. We just won the United States championship. I'm really, really happy. Really? I don't think that.
Yeah. I think communication is a lot more than just speech, indeed.
Yeah, the speech means nothing. The speech, you can say blah, 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 blah. And first of all, what you say, you should follow.
Yeah.
So I was, in my younger days, I did terrible things. I mean, really terrible things. That today I would never, when I look back, say, wow, I really did that, you know? I mean, but today, because being a role model, the most important thing for a 6 is the truth. Now it's hard because under role model, we're living under a microscope. Microscope? Yeah, we live in a microscope because wherever I go, I'm being watched. I know, I feel it, I know it. I can walk into a room, 100 people in the room, like a room like this, there'd be 100 people here. I can go to the corner, spend a few minutes there, not say a word, and walk out. And everybody will feel my energy. Yeah. There's no doubt about
also,
it.
your presence, you know, you have quite a presence, you know, just the way you manifest, I suppose. Yeah.
I was an actor.
Yeah.
I was an actor. I for the most people would know, let's say, would be I was Chuck Norris' stuntman. Oh. I did a film with him. I was a stuntman, and I played a pimp in a movie. It's not something that I was dreaming of as a kid, to be a pimp. But it was nice, you know, it was nice. I did some films. You have really good energy.
Thank you.
You have really good energy, really, really do, because it's, energy is about energy, you know.
So, okay, so Koh Phangan now.
Okay.
So you have the Juice initiative, and then of course you like to develop your human design here as well.
Yes, but how did I get to human? How did I get to Koh Phangan? I'm from China. China was finished. I realized when it was finishing. I should have left 3-4 years before, but I didn't. But anyway, it's all good, good. So I went to Chiang Mai because I used to go every year during my winter vacation from China. I used to go to Thailand, to this place called Koh Chang. Yeah. It's a small island. Yeah. And so I would go there, and then one day I decided to go, I have to live in Thailand. So I told all the Farangs, I'm going to move to Thailand. No, you don't move to Thailand. Thailand is just a place to visit, but not to live. I said, for you guys, for me, I think it's okay, you know? And so I went to Chiang Mai because at that Koh Chang, that island, cannot live full time. Can live like 3, 4, 5 months the most, because then the rain and everything closes. So and there's nothing there. Koh Chang is off of Ranong, and I call it the Robinson Crusoe Island. There's only generators. There are no electricity, and it's not okay. And so Koh Phangan, 1 year in Chiang Mai, and then I want to come to. Somehow my friend said, this is a good place, come, okay. And so I said to call my son. So I said, I'm going to the island. He said, how are you getting there? I said, like everybody else. I'm going to fly. He said, nah, Dad, you're not like everyone else. I said, okay, give me a suggestion. He said, ride a bicycle. I said, okay, sounds good. So I had 3 bicycles. I sold them all, and I bought a good one, and I put 2 bags like this. These 2, you know, those bags. Yeah, I put 2 bags, put them in motor, and started riding my bicycle. It was called, because I just found out about human design just a month before, and my idea was to come to Koh Phangan to open a human design center. I wouldn't. It's like not I could teach it, just wanted a center so people can come and talk about human design, and so I rode my bicycle, and the way I met people, I told them about it, you know, wherever I can tell about. I couldn't tell them what it was. I just said human design and go look. I gave them all where to look because I dove right into it. And it took me 12 days to ride my bicycle from Chiang Mai to Champon. From Champon, I got on a ferry, and I came to Koh Phangan. It was a rainy day with my bicycle, and I said, maybe I go where I go. I don't like it, whatever. And then, you know, slowly.
You're still here.
I love this place. I don't want to go anywhere.
Cool. Well, Moshe, thank you very much for inspiring us today. You know, it's been very interesting talking to you. And yes, good luck with your projects in Koh Phangan then.
Thank you very much.